Let's all go to the
playoffs.
Let's all go to the
Playoffs?
Let's all go to the
Playoffs?
to get ourselves
The NFL once again gorged us with its beautiful absurdity. Buffalo's unceremonious loss led to the 10th head coaching vacancy this season, meaning the next time Sean McDermott crashes through a table, it could be a crime. The Broncos lost their quarterback to injury. 2 games went to overtime. Caleb Williams broke everyone's brains with the pass of the century.
For the touchdown! They've done it again!
And 3 coaches were named Sean. Why? Probably because their moms were horny for Sean Connery, and now it's affecting our football. Welcome to Shut Up Football. I'm Jeff Stoltzfus. That's Kevin. Yes, the Divisional Round showed us you can get what you want and still be sad. A valuable lesson. Let's break these games down like Bo Nix's ankle. Welcome to Mile High. You're gonna wish you were. It was the Buffalicious Bills versus the Denver Broncos. Josh Allen had 6 straight playoff games without a turnover. A hell of a stat, and some ruthless foreshadowing. Jim Nantz and Tony Romo got him started with the ceremonial fisting. It was a rough first quarter for both teams. Jim Nantz was throwing fire.
And little Jordan with a big drop.
And Tony Romo was crowning.
Here we go, Jim!
The first 3 touchdowns went to McCole Hardman, Frank Crum, and Lil Jordan Humphrey, sending every parlay straight into the toilet. That's right, not one of you saw backup offensive tackle Frank Crum coming. With his Goldilocks hair and his XXL cankles, the man eats soup with a shovel. Bo Nix was surgical, in that he is completely sterile. His only interception came when he threw it directly into a lineman's face. Marvin Mims scored a late touchdown and took an 8K camera to Uncle Muffin's corn cutter. Josh Allen did everything he could to win this game. Unfortunately, he also did everything he could to lose it. Divisional nightmare games are Josh Allen's Groundhog Day. He suffered multiple turnovers. You can't go running around holding the ball out like loose deli meat. Of course he's gonna get it smacked away. Nobody holds something important like a flashlight held by a curious child. He's about to be a father. Go ahead, get all those fumbles out now. Can't have you dropping the baby in goal and go situations. James Cook fumbled too, bringing the Bills' total fumbles to 5. Somehow, even with that, they were still in this game to the bitter end. They dragged this bitch to overtime. Gather around the television, children. Time to read. The Broncos sent kicker Will Lutz out for the coin flip, which was adorable. Like watching your pet schnauzer do people stuff. Jaquan McMillan stole a pass from Brandon Cooks, and they called it an interception. Niagara, please. What's he gotta do, wrap his legs around the ball too? He should have peed on it. Fight back, Brandon. This is the playoffs. Put some DNA into it. Bo Nix moved him down the field, and somewhere in the mix, sprained his ankle, making me wonder, just how much do you really need an ankle? If you could walk around without one, it feels less like a must-have and more like a nice-to-have, like crown molding. Maybe ankles are like appendixes, and we just don't know because no one's ever dared play the Patriots without one. The Niners came out dancing like it was Pledge Week. It would be the highlight of their day. This game was over in 13 seconds after Rashid Shaheed took the opening kickoff 95 yards for a score, and the Seahawks never needed more than the extra point all game. To say this was a beatdown would be a disservice to every prisoner, gang member, and every feeble stick of half-melted butter to ever get beaten within an inch of their life. It took the Seattle custodial crew nearly 60 minutes just to collect the Niners' asses, so the Seahawks could hand them back to them. Jackson Smith and Jigba never even put on pants. Kenneth Walker III went for 145 yards and 3 scores. Brock Purdy was smothered and covered like a Denny's breakfast. He spent the entire game running for his irrelevant life. He turned the ball over twice. Store brand Kittle, Jake Tonjes contributed his own. 4 total turnovers, 0 touchdowns, The only thing the Niners excelled at was soft tissue damage. There must be something in their $5 water. Sam Darnold didn't even finish the game. He was standing on the sideline sipping booty juice, which is juice squoze from the purest booties. Don't at me, I don't make it. The Niners pulled Brock Purdy too. He went straight to the medical tent and gave himself a vasectomy. No need for this bloodline to continue. With over 7 minutes of game left, it was Drew Lock versus Mac Jones. Affiliates started dumping out in favor of reruns of Night Court. It was the first playoff win for Sam Darnold and Mike McDonald. And though I didn't see it, I have to assume that this is how the Niners exited the field. It was Monday Night Football on a Sunday afternoon. Is time a joke to you? I live under constant fear that Snoop Dogg is gonna break into my house at night and rap at me. Look, man, I love Murder Was the Case that they gave me, but I need a solid 8 hours if I'm gonna ferry my kids to their various extracurriculars tomorrow. Can't be nodding off at red lights just because you gave it to me doggy style. The Patriots and Texans were playing under a wintry mix because Wet and Wild sounds more like Cinemax after dark. CJ Stroud threw 4 interceptions before halftime. It was a combination of bad throws and great defense. But the pick 6 was a backbreaker. Unlike your mom, Stroud refused to take a sack and threw a bad idea ball into what can only be described as
the dumbest interception of the week.
The Patriots had multiple scores. Demario Douglas on 4th and 1. Stephon Diggs with a contested catch in the end zone. He celebrated with the dance of the recently suspended urologist. But it was short-lived after the shocking revelation that his hands can talk and refused to sign NDAs about that ass.
That ass.
In a game with 8 turnovers, Kayshon Boutte only needed one hand to make the weekend's best catch. Pour yourself some wine and watch it from every angle. Drake Maye said he wanted to take care of the ball and then fumbled 4 times and threw an interception. It's all part of his new book. I'm a fucking liar. Texans running back Woody Marks fumbled too. He lost his shoe on the play too, like it was his first day at prison. After the game, everyone gathered at midfield to find CJ Stroud's lost contact lens. Oh, that's what the problem was. It was Rams versus Bears, and it was cold as shit biscuits. The Rams came prepared with ingenious ways to fight it, like jet engines and chicken piss. They even put cayenne pepper in their shoes to keep warm. Meanwhile, Bears players put garlic in their shorts to protect against vampires looking for that delicious D. Matthew Stafford was playing with a strained index finger, causing Sean McDermott to write DNR on his chest in Sharpie. Maybe it was the weather, or the fact that everyone was playing with more herbs and spices in their underwear than original recipe KFC, but it was tough to gain ground all day. It was like watching 2 people play chess in the snow. It's not every fan base that celebrates their namesake by cutting off its head. Thank God there are no more Redskins. Dennis Allen was coaching the game of his life, but it's like my Uncle Ronnie used to say, I just need some crack. The Rams finally put together a drive late in Whitney Houston's backyard, leading to Kyren Williams' 2nd touchdown of the day, and the Rams lead. On 4th and 4, Caleb ran all the way back to USC and launched a 14-yard piss missile, 51 yards for an unexpected score. Cole Kmet was so lonely in the end zone, he had cats.
For the touchdown! They've done it again!
Where was the defense? Trying to get a jump on the line at Applebee's? That was some biblical shit. That's right, I'm on to you, the Pope. They dragged this bitch to overtime. Would it kill you to add some emojis? And Caleb Williams threw his 3rd interception of the game after DJ Moore apparently ran out of chicken broth. Stafford put him in range for a game-winning field goal by Harrison Mevis. Hey guys, anyone want to talk to me? I won the game. No? Okay. Matthew Stafford had 0 touchdowns in this game. He can add participation trophy to his likely MVP. And so, the natural order of things is restored for winter. The Rams move on, and the Bears, time to hibernate.
We've had a lot of fun talking about the Pope and Snoop Dogg and sometimes even football, but it's time for the soft pretzel of the week.
Yummy.
This week, the pretzel goes to Craig Woodson, safety for the New England Patriots. Last weekend, he had 5 tackles, 3 pass breakups, 1 interception, recovered a fumble, and played all but 5 defensive snaps. This guy is a rookie, drafted in the 4th round. He wasn't supposed to start this season. He was supposed to be a rotational option and play special teams. When the Patriots drafted him, they had Kyle Duggar and Jabril Peppers, but he impressed Mike Vrabel so much over the summer that they cut Peppers and later traded Duggar to Pittsburgh. Devin McCourty said Woodson plays like a 10-year vet, and he sure looked like it in his biggest game yet. So kudos to Craig Woodson. Stay salty, my friend. Thanks for watching Shut Up Football. Say hi to your mom for me, and we'll catch you next week.
Peace.
Check the mic and make sure it sound right, boys. It sound right, boy.
I'm on to you, the Pope.